You have 3 seconds to convince your buyers that you're the ones they want to buy from and not your competitors. Want to know exactly what I do for my top #1 pet product store on Etsy.com? The second place sells half the amount that I do, so I double his sales. And that's because I think about these 5 design elements when I design my fabrics for my products. So make sure to stick around to watch what are the 5 things that I do. Hi guys, my name is Vlad, and the first thing I wanted to mention out of the 5 things is simplify. Simplicity is huge, right? We as artists, we like to go deep, we like to be abstract, we want to get into the vibe, we like to get into the design, but you have to simplify it. Well, right? For example, if you're designing couch pillows, if you're designing throw pillows on, for couches and stuff, you're buying the pillow covers and you're sublimating on them, right? And you've discovered through proper keyword research, as we've discussed in the previous video, that unicorns are a highly searched keyword, right? And you want to satisfy that keyword. So you have to understand, why did the customer type in that keyword? Why do they want to look for that? You can think that they're looking at because they like the meme with the unicorn with the rainbow coming out of its rear end and flying through who knows where, through space and out of a black hole or something, right? Well, you have to realize that maybe it's just moms looking to decorate their daughter's room and they just need a pink unicorn, and you find the proper keyword research that they're looking for things like pink this and pink that and room decor this and room decor that. You realize this is for little girls, right? You don't need to go crazy. Just design a really pink, simple, unicorn. Simplify. You don't need to go crazy on it because they're the ones putting their money on the line, not you, right? So simplify, because they're not the creative designers that think on a deep level. They're just simply wanting a cute rainbow or unicorn pillow for their daughter's room. Okay, so simplify it. Second one is structure. You want to think about structure. Let's say you are trying to satisfy the keyword of unicorn. Make sure that you don't get greedy. A lot of people get greedy. They want to think in terms of, well, I want to have this pillow on every single platform that has the keyword pillow. No, that's fine if you're not going to get the keyword for rainbow, or you're not going to get the keyword for night sky, right? It's fine. Leave it alone. You can really satisfy the keyword for unicorn, right? Now, you can use the night sky as a secondary element to support this unicorn, flying through the sky, right? With the stars and the moon and whatever. But if you need to make it a pink unicorn, you obviously don't do a night sky because it doesn't have too much pink. It will look a lot more dark. Or you can do 2 variations, one flying through the daytime, right, with the blue and pink and all that works well. And then do another variation of the night sky. You can have that as, they can select an option. Side note. But you have to understand the primary and secondary. You don't want to take the moons and the stars or the sun and the clouds or whatever to be as equal as the unicorn and it being part of the pattern, right? Those things usually don't do well. For me, what I've noticed is if they're looking for a unicorn to make the unicorn very prevalent, this is what they're gonna find. So that's very important. Understanding the structure, understanding the foreground and the background. Make sure the background or the secondary elements are supporting the keyword that you're trying to satisfy, okay? So structure is huge. So the third one is explore. You want to make sure what other competitors are doing, not to be a copycat, not to be the one that designs what they design. The reason why you want to explore is you want to know what is the customer familiar with. And this doesn't have to do you don't have to do this with pillows. You don't have to actually type in, custom design pillows with unicorn designs and see what other people are doing. You want to see what other where the customer might have come across the unicorn. You want to look at different cartoons that they might have come across, or different t-shirts that they found, because you want to have familiarity. For example, if your mom or your wife or whoever just sent you out to get ketchup in the store, right? You're not going to look at all these cool ketchup bottles or just explore different ketchups. No, you want to just buy ketchup, and you've had an experience with a particular bottle design, and you're going to look for that on the shelf. And a lot of product designers, they actually think in that terms. What is that person familiar with? Because that's what they're going to look on the shelf, like, where is that? Oh, there it is, right? They're not going to care about the organic too much. And that's why a lot of different types of bottles really don't sell well. It's the basic, the generic bottles. And that's why a lot of times companies, they would actually patent a certain shape, right? Because that's part of the brand. And when people are looking for that, they're like, oh, there it is. So you want to have familiarity with what they've experienced in the past. So if they're looking for a particular style unicorn, particular style design, is it a cartoon-like, is it sketch-like, or what's the design, or what's the color? Maybe even take the palette colors out of what is common in terms of unicorn and apply that to what you're going to design. So make sure you create some similarities by exploring what other competitors do, or even it might even be just finding other competitors that do what you're doing. Just you might even find those elements in their product as well. If you see that they're ranking number one, ask yourself, why are they ranking number one? And take those ideas, right? Take some of those elements. And number 4 is improve upon that. And that's how you're going to rank higher than them. Improve on the design so that customer has an emotional response with your product. Not only they're like, oh, there it is, but still like, oh my gosh, that is so cute, right? I'm just going to be a little feminine here, like, oh my gosh, right? You want to create that emotional response, so you have to improve on the design. Really write what you think that the top seller for that particular keyword is falling short of. What are the good things that they're doing? Make sure that you copy those elements, but what are they falling short of? And then you can improve upon that design so that you stand out better than what they do. So that's really important. So you explored, and then you improve, and then the last one is you experiment. Sometimes you just don't know what's going to sell well, right? You would think that a unicorn flying through the daytime sky with the blue and the pink works a lot better, but maybe night sky is something that people have been more interested lately. Sometimes you just two variations, 3 variations, 4 variations, it doesn't matter. If you draw on the unicorn, as you know, you can change the background very simply and easily. So try different designs. And the nice thing about us designers or creatives, we can actually manipulate our products, right? We can print something else, we can design, we can engrave something else, embroider something else, and you can try it, And oftentimes, I used to be a service-based designer with logos and websites and brochures, and I found that a lot of times, when I give them 3 or 4 variations of their logo, they choose the one that I like the least, and that surprises me sometimes. So, and I apply that to my product. Sometimes you just don't know what's going to sell better. You can have a good prediction, and for the most part, these work really well, but sometimes you just never know. And so make sure that you have several variations of that design and try it out and test it out. So the first thing is simplify it. Don't get too crazy. Understand why they came there in the first place and design for them, not for yourself. 2 is understand structure. Don't get greedy. Satisfy one keyword very well, very strong. Make sure the secondary supports that element that you're trying to display to the customer. Make sure the size matters in this case. Also, in this, I wanted to say that when you're designing not necessarily a particular like an object of like a unicorn, but if you're designing a certain kind of vibe, like California, peach, blah, 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 right? Make sure that you're satisfying that keyword with the vibe that you're doing. And exploring, it would be very huge part about that, because people have a particular vibe based on previous experience. So you want to make sure that you understand what kind of vibe they're looking for. If they're looking for summer California or surf, whatever, you want to make sure that you really satisfy that as strong as you can, and research is going to be huge in that. So, and then the third one is explore what other people are doing, like I mentioned. 4th one is improve, because you are a designer, you're a great designer. And 5th is experiment. All right, hopefully that was helpful for you guys to improve your designs. So if you like this video, make sure to like it and subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you next time.